Okay, here we go, another Zendikar Rising Draft. Okay, so in this first pack we have the mythic Shatterskull Smashing. Shatterskull Smashing deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, Shatterskull deals twice as much. So this is a big removal spell. Kills 2 things hopefully. So for 6 mana it deals 2 damage. I mean, the fact it's a land as well just makes it really hard to pass up. These spell lands are just fantastic. And yeah, we don't get a lot of opportunities to play with the mythics in drafts, so yeah. I think it's still the best card in the pack, just because it's a spell land, and yeah, I'm just going to take the mythic, and let's see where that takes us. Skyclave Apparition. So this is like a Fiend Hunter. Non-token permanent, you don't control, convert mana, costs 4 or less. So it gets rid of anything. This can deal with enchantments and stuff as well, which is really good. When Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates a XX blue illusion. So again, potentially out of this pack, I'd be looking at the Kargan War Leader. That's probably what I would take if this rare wasn't here, but again, I just want to try the rares. It does feel a bit weird taking the Apparition and then looking at red-white, when we could just take the War Leader and be red-white, but I like trying out new cards. Okay, so looking at this pack, Long Age's Domination is great. Blue can be tough though in some mana bases. And apart from that, there's not very much. So again, I like taking spell lands. This is an Act of Treason for 5 mana, which can just win games. It's a little bit more conditional than some of the other spell lands, because you have to have the Act of Treason be good when you draw it late, but if we draft an aggressive deck, that could be the case anyway. So I just like taking spell lands. Okay, so we've got 3 mana Pyroclasm, or 2 mana to deal 1 to everything. We've got a Cleric. There's just not a lot of great cards in this pack at all. I don't know. This one's tricky. Don't know for white. These green cards just aren't impressive though. I would take the 2-drop, but it does kind of pigeonhole us into playing red-white, so I'm just going to take the other red card, because red feels like where we're at right now. And yeah, instantly regretting my decision, as I just get a bunch of good white cards. So again, we're not going to make another mistake just to reinforce our previous error. I think we're just going to take the Shepherd and then look at playing red-white. Yeah, white's really open here. Maybe we can wheel an Ox, that'd be really cool if we wheeled an Ox. But I'm just going to take Nahiri's Binding, some white removal. And yep, a white 2-drop. So obviously if we had the War Leader, we'd be in a really good spot right now. But yeah, I think the Mythic Dual Land just edges it out a little bit, especially as our first pick. So nothing good in white or red, so I'm going to take this Anti-Cognition. I think this is a really important part of the blue-red Wizards deck, if we end up in that. But red looks like it's drying up anyway. But we'll see what happens. We'll likely see a lot of red in pack 2. Could take the white card. Do already have a lot of white 3-drops. Could take the party card. What have we got? We've got Warriors, Clerics. I'm just going to take the Legak. Its stats are good for 4 mana, and it gives me a bit of reach. Again, not a lot that we're super interested in, so I'm just going to take the only card that I think is actually... I could take the Kite Sail, but I think we'll get more Kite Sails. Let's just take this. Yeah, this draft's all over the place. We're just not getting any consistent signals. Let's just take this. Can I start doing some black things, or maybe some blue things? Pressure Point can be good. Glacial Grasp is also good. I think we're closer to being white than we are to being blue though. And Negate, probably not playing a Negate. And a Lotus Cobra. So, we could play red-white and take this mediocre 3-drop. Could play red-blue and take this wizard. Or we could play everything and try and be like 4-colour green. See, if there was like a removal spell or something in here, I'd be a bit more excited about it, but the Lotus Cobra keeps us open to drafting something really sweet. So we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Like now we're handed this Ancient Green Warden. Just make sure we're not passing anything too good. But it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's have a look at green. We can still go in any direction. There's the Ox. There's a white tap land. I do like spell lands. Stonework Pack Beast can fix my mana. Right, I don't think we're in blue or black. I think we need to start trying to forge a path. So I think we're in some combination of Naya. And spell lands are always good. We've got a Legak on 4, we've got this on 5, we've got this on 6, we've got Cobra on 2. Yeah, spell lands are always good, so I think I'm just going to take a spell land rather than a mediocre 3-drop. Okay, what now? I think this is one of the worst spell lands because early it's good as Jawari Disruption, but then late you don't really want the land. We could take some fat. We've already got some fat. This is turning out to be quite difficult to navigate. Let's just take this in case we end up in red. We need to cut these 2-drops. There's a green spell land. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be aggressive enough for that, so let's just take the green spell land. Now this could put us in a red-green landfall deck. We could just take a Rabid Bite. Just take a Rabid Bite. Let's try and brute force green here. Yep, and we'll continue to try and brute force green. White is really open though. Okay, so we're maybe ditching these red cards. A lot of these being double red does make things a little bit awkward. Let's just start slotting things back into the curve so we can figure it out. A wizard is fine. White wizard's okay for party reasons. Take a Turn Timber Aesthetic. Not super excited to play it though. Anti-Cognition, but again, we're not blue or black. This has been a weird draft. So our red cards are not great. It might be time. The Skull Shatter pass is good, but it might be time just to abandon this red train and just be like a white-green landfall deck, which means I could be interested in this. Makindi Ox is good too. We're seeing a lot of these. take the Makindiox. More blue and black cards. This is not unplayable. Okay. Yeah, now we are in a green ramp deck. 7 mana for a 6/6 hexproof haste is good. There's a fling, but again, we don't really want to be red. There's a rabid bite, but let's just secure what we're doing. Let's lock this in. Lotus Cobra's looking really good now. If we can get some ramp pieces, it could be looking good. So we could do with a couple more 2-drops. Really put counters and stuff is fine. Oh, it's a red-white duel. I'm going to take this to try and keep the dream alive. Then nothing. Okay, no, we get the Gnarlid. Gnarlid's really good in this deck. Now the nice thing about these spell lands is like that's exactly what they are. So they're fixing when we need them to be. And then if we've already drawn a red source, they can just be played. They are double red, which makes things a bit more awkward. But we'll see. We'll see how things end up. I'd like some Lay of the Lands or some of the new Harrow maybe. Okay, again, can't argue with spell lands, so we're just going to keep taking them. So let's see, we're probably not going to splash this guy. The rest are not unreasonable. I am quite interested in splashing that, though that's really good removal. Then what? I mean, I think it's the Cleric, but it's not very exciting. Ugh. I mean, this is fixing, but it's the wrong colour of fixing. Not taking anything else, I guess. So we don't want another aesthetic. We've got enough for top end. To be honest, I don't think I'd end up playing any of these that I take. Let's take the Vigilant guy. Well, this could be good. Warriors, Clerics, Wizards, Clerics. Take this. Don't know if we play it. We'll see what the deck ends up looking like. Take the guy that distributes counters. Take this again. Probably not playing it. Well, this is pretty reasonable. Outrider helps the curve a bit. Kind of push some early damage. Okay. So let's just get all of these out right now. And let's figure this out. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spell lands, is that all? So I think I'm less interested in these. And if I take out all these spell lands, that gets us down to 24. Now, Rebuke is good. Let's move the spells over here. Rebuke is good. Practice Tactics might not be good. Don't know if we're aggressive enough for Pressure Point. Farsight Adept is reasonable. Core Celebrant, maybe not. Spitfire Legak. Stats are good. Makindiox, again, I don't know if we're aggressive enough for Makindiox. Now I do like this because it can let me pick up my spell lands late in the game. So potentially we just do something like this. and then we play 5 spell lands and 15 regular ones. And that means we're playing a 20 land deck, so it helps us get up to these Green Wardens and things. It means that our landfall triggers are going to be happening very often. It does mean that like these double red cards will mainly be lands most of the time, but I think that's okay. And then if I play 15 lands, what have we got? It's got to be mainly plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 9 plains including that. So maybe I can trim on this. 8 plains. 8 plains. 9 forests. And 4 mountains. Yeah, I can believe this. Like I said, these will be tough to cast, but I think for the most part, we're just going to treat them as lands. And that means we're playing like a 17 land deck with other options. So yeah, I mean, this is quite exciting. It is experimental. Maybe we don't want this cleric. Oh, I forgot about this. So we can shape our planes for that. We still have one more card to put in. Let's just be defensive, I think. Okay, game 1 with our 20 land Naya deck. Yeah, so see, we have like just so many cards in our opening hand. If we can get it to Green Warden, we can start pulling these back. I'm going to hold off on playing this because we have this as our red source, and being able to cast this will be really good. So I reckon what I do is I'll lead on this as a red source. Yeah, because I think we can take time off on turn 3 or 4 to play another tapped land if we have to. So yep. Okay. I'm going to play this out just to start making things happen. I don't think hanging about till turn 5 to cast this is going to be conducive to winning. Okay. And a wizard is good. So basically what we're thinking for this Green Warden is I would like to draw another forest so that I can... Well, there's the mountain, which means I'm not going to play this as a land, because that's... Yeah, okay. What I'm going to look for here is to bait him into trying to kill this, and I'll hold up this. So let's go for this. Attack for 3. Yep. So I'll play... This is sorcery. Okay, so I will play a plains, and I'll hold up red-green. This will get him thinking about a few things. There's various pump spells in red and green, so... Deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 targets. Yeah, no blocks. No blocks. What's your plan, opponent? Another one. Okay. Resolves. So now I think we're less likely to be able to bait him into anything. The green land is good. So I think what I like doing here is clearing out his blockers and then continuing to hold up this. I think that's going to be good for us. So let's go X, white, white. Yep. PX is 2. 1 and 1. Submit. Yep. And then we get in for quite a big swing. And we have the fortification to save whatever he tries to kill with this. Is he dead? He might be if he blocks weird. What I would like to do... okay, he just concedes. Okay. Saves me trying to figure that out. Cheers, opponent. Okay, game 2. And again, we've got perfect mana again. We have less to do than I'd like to. But we have a kill spell. We have a 5-drop. I'd like to draw something to do in between playing this kill spell and playing this 5-drop, but we have a plan for this game, which is to try and get up here. So I'm going to keep it. That's reasonable just as a blocker, so I'm just going to throw it out. It means we have to be less liberal with this, because we can try and trade and kill something good with this. Yeah, like that. So, up in a wizard. Okay, so I'm going to make an attack. These wizards are pretty good in this deck because we need to hit land drops and things, so... even though it's a symmetrical effect, I think it helps us out more. And again, we don't need double red for anything, so I'm just going to hold on to this. We can do stuff like play that. If we need to play this as our 5th land to get this guy going, we can like bounce it back. So we'll see what we draw. We'll see what we draw. Okay, so his boy gets indestructible. This is a cleric, so it does have lifelink, so he is going to gain the life back. But it's a free block. We don't need to take the damage. And then a plains. So I mean, I guess our next turn is scripted. We're going to play this. So I'm up for just... This is tough. Maybe we just say go and wait for a better target. We've got good blocks. Okay. We can do that, no attacks. Pass the turn. Black-white cleric decks have a lot of like really threatening cards. Like they have like the flyer that gets bigger when they gain life and stuff. Yeah, we can get drained for 1, this is fine. We're going to go big, we don't need to be aggressive this game. We'll block here and block here if he attacks with the team. I'll just offer this trade if that's all he comes in for. We're going to be playing a 4-5 next turn, so that should halt all of his aggression. Yep. Okay, and we're curving up nicely. kind of want to see what his trick is. He might just take 3 here. If he trades, I'm fine with that. That just is one less thing for me to have to worry about. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We don't need him. So this only deals the extra damage if I return the land, but again, we're not racing, so I'm fine with returning nothing. Decline. We just want our 4/5. We're building up for this to be pretty good in the late game now. We just need to draw the mountain or the tapped land. Okay, Angel is good, but again, we've got this, so that's what we're going to choose to take out, and that's perfect because we've got the land for this now, so we don't need to play the Shatter Skull. Attack, I wonder if he trades the Angel. Probably not, right? Nah, okay. So let's just get rid of that Angel to take the pressure off us. And we're going to set up for this Baloth next turn, which is going to be quite hard for him to deal with. He's going to have to gang block it or something, because he can't remove it. Okay. I'll take the block. Again, I just want to keep the board nice and clear. The clearer the board is, the more fun this Baloth's going to have. Subtle Strike is Awkwardo. It makes our attacks less good, because I just want to make sure I've got blockers on the ground now. Can I race this? No, because he's got a kill spell for this. So I think we just have to hold tight for now and set up for this big Shatter Skull as our way to break through. Again, like you're seeing here, the Farsight Adept is just going to help us get to that second red source. So if X is 6 or more, Shatter Skull deals twice. Maybe we should have attacked with this because he'll struggle to get through this. Maybe a missed opportunity, but yeah. We'll see what he does. Because he can now kill this. Yeah, that was a mistake. This should have attacked. Raptor. Yeah. Okay. We both draw. Lotus Cobra is not at its best here. I'm going to attack. We've got 2 blockers for this cleric. Cobra does let me cast Shatter Skull next turn though, so if I go Cobra land, I can cast Shatter Skull. So I'm just going to keep Cobra in my hand, so it's safe from removal because it's what's going to let me cast a Shatter Skull, I think. Land would be really good. If he attacks, I'll offer this trade. But I don't think he attacks. If he doesn't have a trick. This is creatures or planeswalkers, so it can't go face. So he's going to need to have 2 good targets. He's got 1. This is reasonable to kill. But hopefully he plays a good creature, then I get to play a land. Hopefully he plays a good creature and I draw a land, and we can... It's not a great creature. But again, land just becomes pretty absurd here. It's a land. So, if I play Cobra, and then land, that gives me 4. It's likely not enough to get through this. This is instant speed fight though, so I can blow out some combats with it. Let's attack and see what he's up to. No blocks. So he's going to take 13. Okay. Since this is dying anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity to take out his cleric. So he's on 10. Again, I'm going to hold the Cobra, because we can sweep out his blockers now, because he's all of 1 toughness. I wonder how hard he's going to go with the attacks. Oh, okay. This could still be good, because untapped land lets me go Cobra 4-1. 4-1. So that's quite exciting actually. So untapped land is a great draw here. Beautiful. Right. Red. X is 5. These 2 are my targets. 4 here, 1 here. Put you to 1. Is that enough? Does that break the back of this game? Certainly feels like it should. See what he's doing. I've got a blocker, so if he's got some sort of mass pump spell, we don't need to die to it. Yeah, I think if he attacks with both, I take this block. Lotus Cobra's served its purpose, so if it enables the casting of this and gets to trade with something, that seems pretty good to me. Okay, it's a reasonable swing. And this has now got indestructible. Yeah, but he just wants the blocker, which makes sense. We can't cast it. He is on 3, so if I attack with 2 things here, he needs to block at least one of them. No, he needs to block both, so we'll put him in that position. Spot block. Yeah, he wants to trade. Okay, I'm going to hold this because don't need the mana for anything, and if we draw a mountain, we can use it to win the game. Draw any land, we can use it to win the game, actually. And again, if he attacks, I'll... Oh. Okay. Again, land still wins us the game. It's getting a lot closer than it needs to be now, though. Oh, and it's the mountain. Nice. Lotus Cobra. Red. So, I want to take... Don't think it matters. Oh no, I need to take this. I need to take this because then if he blocks this... Hold my breath. Hope it works. We still have to block this, which means... Okay. Which means this dies at the very least. He's given me the good games. Don't know which way the good game is going though. Oh, that was that one was closer than it had to be. Yeah, that was a good game. That was a good game. Thank you very much for that, opponent. Okay, so this was bound to happen eventually, and it's we don't have a red source, but I think this is fine. We have 4 red sources in our deck. We have a 2-drop. We're on the draw. I'm going to keep it. It's obviously a lot less explosive than the last couple of games, but it's serviceable. Okay. Our opponent wants to be aggressive. So I mean, I think the line here is just going to be turn 3 kill this off, turn 4 play this, turn 5 hopefully play the angel. Because this will get us dead pretty quick. This ooze is going to be a problem. Whenever it attacks, it puts a counter on each attacking creature with a counter. I mean, doing nothing seems like a terrible idea. We can't kill this. We're probably just going to lose to it, but there's not a lot we can do about it. Except from try and set up a gang block or something. This card's hard to beat. This card is hard to beat. Blocks, because like you see, it's going to attack us a 5/5 next turn. I think the only chance we have a win in this game is to try and make this double block here. And if he has something, he has something. Like, man, hold my breath. Okay, now we're out as the pacifism, the Heres thing, the Heres arrest. Okay, I mean that was why this is why we didn't attack. So we still take this trade. Running out of ways to deal with this ooze. Literally in the Heres arrest right now, off the top. There it's there. Nope. Okay. I'm going to play the angel, because it buys me a turn. Go to 8, he's representing 7. So we've got an extra turn to draw. Oh, he's giving me the good game. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, this card is very, very hard to beat. We were on the draw. Our draw wasn't great. Man, you wouldn't even think we were a green deck. I think this hand is pretty good. We've got 2 removal spells to stave off the early aggression. We've got the Farsight Adept. I can't stress how good this card actually is in non-aggressive decks. When you're an aggressive, like red-white deck, you don't want the Wizard because it helps your opponent find answers to your aggression. But when we are the deck that needs to find the answers and hit the land drops, the Farsight Wizard really stands out. So I'm going to keep this. Being on the play here helps a lot. The fact we've got the mountain as well, yeah. I think his hand is pretty good. And a forest, yeah, now his hand is perfect. And no creature from our opponent. Okay. That's fine. I mean, now we can just hardcast all of our... so let's just draw a card to make sure there's no tapped land we want to play. Lotus Cobra, a little less useful now. He's got 9 cards, land. Yeah, okay. Now Lotus Cobra might be our source of green. And I don't want to make his subtle strikes good. So I am going to hold the Lotus Cobra for now. Yep. Same idea, we're going to leave up green-red. We don't want to be aggressive into 7 cards. So killing this doesn't help much. We want to keep these kill spells for the things that are going to try and end the game. Yeah, especially now that he's got his life gain engines rolling. Yeah, this is what I mean. We just weren't in a position to be aggressive at all. The 4/5 beats in pretty well. Yeah, but like you see, the 2 damage here is inconsequential. So yeah, buckle up for a long one. We play the mountain. It's actually pretty safe against black-white. The Hero's Binding, that's fine. 1 spell a turn, I think is actually going to be better for us than it will be for him. There's our second green. Now we can kill this. Play Cobra. I don't think we need to kill this right now. It's not a substantial clock. This man is a substantial clock. So this will be what I want to go after with my removal. So let's try and do it this way first. Okay, it works. We can't cast another spell, so we'll say go. Yeah, I'm into it. We still have no attacks. This is reach though. Wonder if my opponent realises that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Got to get through these removal spells. The fact he has to spend his turn removing my creature is good. Right, okay. So, what have we got now? Wizard. cleric, warrior. So we can clear the board a bit here. So it's 3. So I'll put this on here. If I attack, I imagine he trades. Or does he just bounce? End of turn. Again, we're under no pressure right now. That's more pressure. So this is the thing that we have to get rid of with the apparition, I imagine. Because this turns these things into absolute killers. So let's do that. Okay, a little bit awkward. He'll just go bounce bounce, I imagine. There's no real pressure in that attack. So no attacks. That's awkward. The fact that this gets to hang about means we can potentially die pretty quick. Yep, okay. This bat has to not exist. Ah, right, okay. So we can only cast 1, which means he's going to get another shot on this. We can kill this, get rid of the bat. And we're just sitting here bleeding out. He has to play 6 creatures to kill us. I don't like it, but I think it's the world we live in. Right, cancel, right. This, face this. Oh, my man, I tapped wrong. Okay. No attacks, end turn. Okay. Let's just keep playing to the board. Gaining some life. Next turn. So we're looking for our okay. So that's going to chip us down, but I don't think it gives him any good attacks. Yep. There we go, that's what we needed. Right. Okay. So we just get to blow up these guys and then start being aggressive. This becomes a lot worse when he doesn't have those guys in play. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. This can't go face, can it? No, creature planeswalkers, right, okay. So, land. Oh, it doubles my landfall triggers. Red. Red. This thing. X is 6. Kill this. Kill this. Submit. Autopay. And we're going to start trying to chunk into this life. So let's only get one card. It's going to be a long climb, but he doesn't have good attacks. And any creature undoes whatever damage this does. That's good too. So I think we run the same attacks. Probably have to start blocking now. Yep, they trade. They trade. Fine. Oh. No. No tricks. And then we get to play a tapped land. End of turn. He's got another one. Okay. Is this guy staying home now? He's staying home, he's scared. Land isn't the best draw. But now we just run these attacks. Yep, that's cool. I like trading. We're doing it. Yep, just play a tap land. That's cool. It's a cool animation when our tap lands. Oh, a big bat. A big bat kills us pretty quick. I don't see any reason to play this right now. Second bat's tough. Everything. So on 2. Kick this. Okay, I'm going to play this now. Probably doesn't matter. He's going to 5. Close games with this deck. Oh, he's got red. So is this last card a red card? I don't want to hang about and find out. Oh! Oh! Jeez. Jesus. These games are long, but they're very interesting. They're very interesting. Let's keep streaking. Man, this is nice. This looks odd. Because it looks like 2 lands, but we can obviously cast everything. Yeah, this is a really good draw. We go first. I'm going to lead on this. Just because it means we can cast 2 drops and 3 drops on curve. I don't want to like play this, then draw a 2-drop, then draw a 3-drop, so let's do that. Like, our curve goes all the way up. We can cast everything with the spells in our hands. There we go. There's the 2-drop we talked about. Cool, we get to attack. Yep, so I'll just play land. We get to hold this up in case our opponent does anything weird to this bug catcher. So I'm just going to kill this bug catcher now, because it's going to attack for 3, and this prevents some of the drain as well. So that's a pretty good swing for us. And again, I don't need to play this, so I'm not going to. We can cast our Aesthetic next turn off of the lands that are in our hand. Bit annoying, but it's fine. Not having the second white, it's a bit awkward. Let's play this guy. Might have to play Shatterskull to get the Green Warden down. But okay. Taking 4. Okay. Pay 3 life. Play the Green Warden. Hope it sticks. I'm going to have to block here. I'm going to have to kill this. This guy represents a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh, 2 Feed the Swarms is hard to beat. Yeah, I mean, if we were on 7, I don't think it changes things very much. We can gut out his board now though, which is pretty good. So, play this. Get rid of this. Rebuke this. Okay, now I'm feeling a bit silly for having to bolt this in when I could have played it safer. Just greed. Just greed. So we're going to block. We need something good here. So if we were on 3 more life, it wouldn't actually matter, because we'd play this out, we'd get to block. That would matter. It would matter. Yep. Okay. We messed up. We messed up. Got greedy. Got punished. This hand is actually fine. We can cast these 2 spells. Yeah, we can cast these 2 spells, then we have double red for our thing later on in the game. We're on the draw, so we can likely find a forest. I'm going to keep it. It's a good reactive hand as well. So this is actually a good on the draw hand, because we can play a tap land turn 1, then kill his turn 2 play. That's not a great draw. Wizard is good. Again, I actually don't care about this bat right now. I want to keep this for something that is going to end the game. This bat isn't going to end the game yet. Okay, there's the forest. So, because we have the forest, I'm just going to play this out. I don't want to give him a card right now. I'll play this when we're going to miss a land drop. Okay, now the bat has to die. So, I'm going to try and kill the bat now. And if he has a way to save it, probably going to have to play this as planes. I don't like that idea though. Might be greedy not to. We only have one card in our deck that cares about... Yeah, okay, I'm going to play as a planes. Yeah, the only card we can draw that punishes for this not being a mountain is the mythic land. Jeez. I actually think I need to get rid of this. I don't know how we progress if this is in play. Our opponent has run out of cards. Okay, we're just going to try and overpower this bat. We've got this into things. Oh! Taking a big hit here. Lotus Cobra is actually a really good draw. I'll double block here. What's your trick? No trick, that's fine. We can race this bat as long as that's all that's going on right now. Let me get us down. I'm going to hold this land to amp this up. Good. Land. I don't want to expose Lotus Cobra to anything because it's what's going to cast this. It's our green source right now. That speeds up the clock significantly. Oh, that's really good. If our opponent doesn't have something, he gets really gutted by this now. Why would you split it like that, opponent? Why would you split it like that, auto tapper? Auto pay? Oh! This mythic is very good. Jesus Christ. We've just went from hard losing to being in an almost unlosable position. So he gets them back. So we can stabilise. This will gain us a bunch of life. He does get to play another bat straight away though, but he has to block with it. If he plays this out as a life linker... Whoa. Okay. That was a swing. Lotus Cobra does some good work. Okay, we're on the bubble now. 4 and 2. Let's see how much further this deck can go. So again, this is a slightly awkward hand, but we do have a removal spell. If we draw planes, we have this guy. We're building up to this guy. We just need to be careful not to get greedy with this again. We don't want to bolt ourselves, we don't have to. I'm going to keep 7. It's not a confident 7. Oh, a double white card. This is the price we pay for 3 colours, I guess. There's a white land. It's also our second red. Okay, we'll just run this guy out to trade. I will make this block if it's something my opponent's interested in. Okay. Now hopefully he plays something, yep, that's going to die to this. That's good. Yeah, we just need to... We just need to start getting creatures into play. It's unfortunate we can't hold out much longer for this, but we need the mana. Now when other planes turns this on, we might end up just playing it as a land to get this into play. Depending on what he does here. Okay. Sure. There's our second planes. That seems good to me. We'll just get this guy out. Just offset that life. Now this is going to give +2/+2 when it comes down. Now this can only take CMC 4 or less, so I can't use that to get rid of this. Oh, okay. It's awkward. Yeah, no blocks. An angel is nice. I wonder how much he's relying on this. Probably not a great deal. Yeah, so if we're going to cast this, we're now looking at Lotus Cobra or... Oh dear. Okay. Pass the turn. Yeah, no blocks. Yeah, we're looking at Lotus Cobra or a tap land. But our opponent is just going fatty after fatty now. Let's gain some life. Try and make a double block. Yeah, well I can't afford to take 9, so I guess I can't afford to play around anything. Kills the angel. Oh. Yep. And that's likely just the game. A Roan Helian's interesting actually. It's going to let me reset this into a second red. So I'll trade here. Oh. It's too little too late, isn't it? Is there any way to survive here? Kill this. Nope. Okay, good beats. I think. Play this a tap land. Play this guy out, block, protect it. Kill this, doesn't do anything. Yep. Tough beats. Sweet deck. Can't be upset with 4 wins. Broke even. See you all for the next one.